Hey, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
Hi, I'm Austin Harrison from Ivy Studio.
And today we are playing through, what is this even called? Star Wars
The Deck Building Game.
That is the most creative title I've seen in a long time.
Okay, I wasn't a fan, but I like the game so much it doesn't matter.
I'm okay. So I haven't played this game before. Austin just taught it to me. I'll teach it to you very quickly in a second. I will be playing as the Imperials. You will be playing as the Rebels, which you did with your beautiful... I like how you put the Rebel symbol on your shirt.
It's almost the... I just needed like a bar right here.
And I'd complain about the fact that you're red as the Rebels, except honestly in this game, the Rebels for some reason are a bit red. I don't know why they got those lightsaber colors swapped out. I think it was the same person who was coming up with the name for the game. But anyways, let's go into this. This is, as you might imagine, Star Wars, the Deck Building Game. Oh, also, sorry, one second. I'm sorry. You're Austin from Ivy Games.
Yeah, I am.
And you have a Kickstarter coming up.
We do,
What is that Kickstarter?
It's Fractured Sky. It's April 11th. It is nothing like this game.
Nothing like this game. He didn't ask me to do this, I swear. He really didn't. This is just me, this is me doing my due diligence. Anyways, Austin from Ivy Games, they have Fractured Sky coming out. I'll have coverage on that. You can check that out. None of this has anything to do with anything. We're going to play this game. I'm going to teach you how to play this game, and then I'll tell you at the end of it how I feel about this game after a single play. Because it's that video. It is that video. But with that said, this is a deck building experience. If you haven't played a deck building experience, the general idea is you're going to start with a hand of 10 cards. Each of us are going to start with a pre-built hand of 10 cards, and throughout the course of the game, we're going to buy cards from this pool, add them to our deck, and throughout the course of that, build a better deck. Now, why are you building a better deck? Meaning, effectively, you start with 10 cards. On your first turn, maybe you buy a card. Your second turn, you buy a card. Then you shuffle your discard together with your cards, and now suddenly, boom, you have 12 cards. Across the course of the game, you're adding cards. You're also removing cards if you read your deck with certain abilities, and the reason you're doing this is to build the best, most efficient deck possible to take down your opponent. You see, each of us have planets in play, and we start with a planet, and you have to take down 3 planets total. After the first planet is destroyed, the person will be able to choose what their next planet is. Once you destroy their third planet, you have won the game. Boom, no take-backsies. The game's over. The rebels have been destroyed, or either side has been destroyed. Either side has been destroyed.
I'd be feeling a lot more confident if I had won my first game of this, and I had not.
That would be fair.
Yeah.
That would be fair. And past that, the things that will make this game a little, well, not necessarily different, but just the special aspects about this game is, like you may have seen in other deck building systems. First of all, we have 10 cards, which offhand already 10 cards in a rotating row. Like, I've seen 10 cards in Dominion. I've never seen 10 cards in a rotating row of cards. As you gather cards, more cards will come out. Some of these cards are favorable to one side or the other. So you'll have a few different things. You have these cards over here, which are capital ships effectively, which some are specific to a side, like these, and some are neutral, like these over here. Do you have any that are dedicated to your side?
I do.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I can't wait for those to come out.
I don't want you to see them.
Once those do come out, you're going to take these cards over here, and when they come into your pool, they'll go into your discard pile, but when they come back out, they will go in front of your planet, and they will provide defense and ongoing aspects. Meaning, in other words, you don't have to play those cards every single turn. They stay in play and help you out, which is cool, until, of course, you destroy them, which is less cool. Then they go into the discard, they cycle back, all good things. Past that, you also have cards in the row that represent specific sides. So, for example, I have the Death Trooper and Boba Fett over here are cards that are favorable to me, which means I can buy them. That's why they're facing my sort of viewpoint over here. And Austin, on the other hand, can kill those cards with 3 strength or 5 strength respectively, and take the rewards. So when Austin is generating resources, some resources go towards buying cards, some resources represent attack that you can use either towards your opponent's capital ships, your opponent's planet, or to the cards in the card row to deny me a really good card, and also get the benefit of said card. That is basically it. Everything else is going to come out of semantics. We have the deck over here that will be off camera throughout the course of the game. We're going to have these Outer Rim Pilots, which represent a simple 2/2 card. It's cost 2, and it'll generate 2 resources, and you can exile it to gain an additional force, which is one thing we haven't talked about. There is a force track. Austin starts with the force over here, but as it goes throughout the course of the game, it's going to waver. Some cards will reference it. Also, at the end of the force track, if you already have the force, you can generate a resource instead when you generate force. These will be off camera, but you know that they're there. They exist. They have just a touch on camera. Those are basic cards we can buy if we ever so choose. And with that, who goes first?
You do.
Excellent. Austin starts with the force, and I go first. Now, I haven't looked at my starting hand yet, and we'll go through this as well as we can. But over here, I have a bunch of Imperial Shuttles. Those are going to be basic resources, so they cost 0 because they're a starting card. They give you 1 resource, and then they have a bunch of flavor text, which I will read and take this ever so seriously. A versatile craft, the Lambda-class shuttle is used to transport resources, troopers, and even high-ranking dignitaries. I will not do this the whole game, but I will do it at select moments. The game would take forever. So, we generate 1, 2, 3 resources. We also have our other starting card over here, which is the Stormtrooper, which will generate 2 fight. And we can go ahead and use cubes to represent that, which we may or may not as we go through the game. Oh, one other thing that's different about this game that may be different from other deck builders you've played, damage carries over round to round. So, there is that factor. And then lastly, I have the Inquisitor, who I can choose one. I can either gain a force or military might or strength over there, and so that's where I want to take a look at just how much I need to buy certain cards. See, General Veers says, if you have a trooper or vehicle in play, draw a card. Ooh. And I do have stormtroopers, which could be useful. Yep. So General Gears generates 4 guns and also potentially replaces himself, which I do like. And I can't otherwise get 5 guns, and I don't have a ton of other things I can acquire, so I will use my Inquisitor to generate that 4th resource, and I will buy General Veers, and then I'll go ahead, and I can't do enough damage to... Does damage stay on cards?
No, sorry. You have to fully kill a card.
Gotcha.
Just the base stuff that stays on.
Look at your Rebel Transport over there that
just
showed
we
up.
Found one.
I'm going to go ahead and deal 2 damage to your base over here, so these 2 damage can go onto your base.
I thought you were going to kill that, and I was
can't.
no!
Can I?
It's 2, yeah.
No, that's the defense. You can't kill it. Can you kill a base?
I don't know. So, okay, first off, I didn't do my disclaimer. If Alex gets a rule wrong, it's my fault. I taught him this game, and I also might have to check the rules occasionally, which is obviously, wish I didn't have to. But I think you can, but maybe you can't.
Yeah, how about you take your turn, and I'm not going to kill it anyway, because why not?
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play 3 of these shuttles, which is going to give me 3 resources to spend. And I really want this Twi'lek Smuggler, because that'll give me a lot of resources later in the game. And so I'm also going to play my Rebel Trooper and my Temple Guard here to decide what I'm going to do with those. There's not a lot I can kill out here, but there is a Death Trooper that's 3 there, and my Rebel Trooper generates 2, and my Temple Guardian I can use to gain 1. So I am going to go ahead and use that to kill this Death Trooper here, giving me 2 Force. Now, I already am all the way down the Force track, which actually means I would have gotten another one.
Do you get 1 resource or 2 resources?
I get 1 resource for doing that.
Even though you got 2 Force? It caps out?
It caps out, yeah. Okay. It caps out at 1 resource. You have to be all the way down the row.
Now, fun fact, you can't use your capital ships to attack cards in the card row.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't say whether you can attack capital ship. Based on the symbology, I don't think so.
Let's go ahead and rule no, and then let everyone tell us we're wrong.
Well, I'd rule no because this symbol is different than that. That's why I'd rule no.
But agreed. All right, so I went ahead and killed that.
Also, people telling me I'm wrong is part of the staple of this channel.
All right, so I will discard those things, and it is your turn.
Okay, do we put out new cards? I assume we do.
We do.
Okay, so we're going to put this one over here, which this is, I guess...
Either way.
Jawa Scavenger over there. And then we're going to place this one over here. And I have another Star Destroyer in play, which is lovely, because I do like Star Destroyers also. I was busy checking rules and did not draw my cards up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 strength, and 2 attack over here. I'll go ahead and deal 2 attack to you, since there's nothing else I can really do.
Yep.
And then with my 4 strength, I will buy all the cards that cost 4 on this ship over here, which are none.
You could get 2 pilots.
I do like the Sea Croc Cruiser over there. Also, what's this Jawa do? Jawa is exile this card to purchase a card from the galaxy as if it were in the galaxy row. So
you can go hunting for someone I've killed.
I do like the idea of hunting for someone you've killed.
That's interesting. It's also worth 2 resources, which is not bad.
Yeah, and the Gazanti Cruiser is also not bad as well. The Sea Croc Cruiser lets me heal my base, which you haven't attacked yet, right?
I have not.
But I do like the idea of denying you the Sea Croc Cruiser, because... I like the healing in this. Because the damage stays, I do like the healing. And what's Bosk over here? Bosk is going to be 3 damage. When Bosk defeats a target, gain a force. I don't know if I care about that quite as much. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab the Sea Croc Cruiser so you can't take it. And I will draw the Jawas as well.
All right. So you just got a TIE Fighter out on the board.
Beautiful.
And I got Lando.
Now, do you know if cards
Lando's
come out...
neutral. That's interesting. Empire Strikes Back makes sense.
Do you know if cards, when they come out right away, or is it the end of the turn?
I believe it's end of the turn. But that's another thing you could look up in the rules while I'm doing it.
When a card leaves the galaxy row, it's immediately replaced. So technically...
obviously, what I said was it goes out immediately.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I believe I have a visitor coming.
Oh.
Hey, Rafiki, how's it going? Are you visiting? 1 second. What's going on here? Watch your foot. Okay, you can take your turn, Austin.
Yeah, I'm going to take my turn. I have 4 Alliance shuttles, and so I'm going to get 4 resources. It is in space. And that is going to be enough to buy me the Nebulon B frigate because I still have the Force with me, so I get a 5th.
Beautiful.
And so I am going to spend all of that, take this,
and a new card comes out.
A new card comes out.
And we have another Sea Croc Cruiser, which is annoying because I want to deny you those. That's half the point.
I have 2 attack, and I can't really hit anything, so I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I could kill your TIE Fighter, but I think I am instead just going to do 2 damage to Lothal there.
Now, Rafiki, I have a question. Was the light on? Then why'd you come down?
Because I want to visit and watch Buzz Lightyear.
You wanted to visit and watch Buzz Lightyear? But the filming light was on. You can't come on down when the filming light's on.
I did it and then we watch Buzz
What's this?
Lightyear.
It's a lightsaber. Do you know what lightsabers are? That's a stormtrooper.
Oh, we have that Lego, right?
We do have that Lego. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take my turn. We have the Inquisitor, we have the Imperial Shuttle, another Imperial Shuttle, so we got, again, 3. This magic number over here for me is 3 resources, plus the 1 is 4, potentially. I'll spend my 2 to attack you because nothing in the row.
Slow and steady attack is
And then
hitting me.
Now I do the rocket ship.
You want to do the rocket ship, but you have to give me a second because I'm looking at what I want to buy. We have the fighter. If you have a capital ship in play, did I buy a capital ship yet? I did.
You
then
did.
Draw a card. So I do like the idea of grabbing this one as well as the Gazanti Cruiser over here. So I'm going to grab the Gazanti Cruiser and the TIE Fighter, and we're going to go ahead and add this to my discard pile, and now it's your turn.
Is there any kind of synergy with a TIE Fighter and the Gazanti? Because they usually carry TIE Fighters, but I don't think
They
there is.
don't specifically.
That would have been nice. Nice little, lore tie-in.
Over here we have the Nebulon B frigate coming out, which is neutral, as well as the Han Solo card, which is going to be yours. Han Solo, Scoundrel, draw a card, 2 cards if you have the Military Falcon, and then I can hopefully kill him if I so want to.
This is a space game, Abba.
It's a space game, but you're going to go back upstairs now, okay? You can come back down later and watch Buzz Lightyear later.
All
Wait,
right.
who's this? Who's this? Darth Vader. Hey, upstairs, buddy. Go ahead, sir.
All right, so I've gotten 4 resources from that card, and then I get an extra 3 from this Twilight Smuggler, which is great. And then I can also tap this to place the next card I purchase on top of my deck.
Ooh, that's fun.
And so I am going to Han Solo or Nebulon B frigate. I made the mistake of going for cards that were out here instead of like protection.
Yeah.
And I'm instead going to go for protection, so that would be 5, which leaves me 2.
With the WK 290, exile this unit to repair 4 damage, but also gives you 4. Now, is that are exile abilities mandatory or it's optional?
You always are optional for your special abilities.
Cool.
I get another resource from this, so I have 3 to spend, so I'm going to buy Bosk.
No Seacross Cruiser, I love it. Okay, we're going to take the Gazanti Cruiser, pop that back in play, and hopefully that'll give me some more generation, because I have, right now, we have my Seacross Cruiser, which is going to give me 1 resource. We have my Imperial Shuttle. My Seacross Cruiser will go above my base, because that's going to protect it.
Yep.
We have the Imperial Shuttle. We could discard a card to repair 3 damage. I like that. I like that a lot. So let's go ahead and take the Imperial Shuttle back. We're going to put the Jawa Scavenger. And then if you have a trooper or vehicle in play, that's not going to help me at all. So I'm going to play these cards down, which gives me a collective 4 resources, which once again is the magic number, but it is what it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use my Seacross Cruiser to discard a card, which will go ahead and repair 3 damage from the base.
Oh.
And then I'm going to use my General Veers over here to deal 4 damage to your base.
Oh no!
I assume that
I'm
kills it.
already done. That's not good.
Yeah, but at least I can do 5, because that would have been more. What you're choosing? Well, I'll let you choose.
I get to do it at the beginning of my turn.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use my 4 resources generator to take that HWK 290, because I love the idea of having 8 resources a turn, or, that 4 over there. The HWK 290 seems very powerful.
That is.
It's a 4 for 4.
And that's the ship from Kyle Katarn, isn't it?
Kyle Katarn?
Isn't that his ship?
I mean, I do like Kyle Katarn.
I think it is his.
Kyle Katarn, it's been a while.
It has been a while.
We have the Koran Mercenary over here, 4 for 4 damage. When you purchase this unit, exile 1 card from your hand or discard pile up to 2 cards if the Force is with you. I don't like the Force being with you in this game.
The Force has been with me for a long time. I'm glad you've left it there. All right, so I chose Mon Cala
that seems
as
reasonable.
my planet. When you reveal Mon Cala, purchase a rebel or neutral card from the Galaxy Row for free and add it to your hand.
Okay.
So I will take Lando. I probably should have taken Han, but I didn't, and so here we are. Oh, an Imperial carrier.
Well, Han, I can't take. Lando, I can. And I just
true.
bought that 4 resource card that's going to show up in my hand.
All right, and so I actually have 2 Nebulon B frigates.
That's a lot of
It is
Nebulon B
a lot
frigates.
of protection, and both of them have choose to repair 3 damage from your base or gain 3 resources.
I hate that so much right now.
I really wish you hadn't killed my base. I was going to heal it for 6 this turn.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah,
but
so
now you get 6
now I get 6 resources. So this is going to be a big turn for me. And then I also get my 1 from being the Force with me. And then...
Wait, you get the 1 because the Force is with you?
Yeah, always when this is here or when it's there, that
I think
person
I
gets
misunderstood
it.
that.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I thought when you gain more.
Oh,
it
no. That makes sense, though. That would be another way to play that. All right. This
Made up
lets me
rules.
draw a card. The Force is with you. Your opponent discards 1 card from their hand. So
I don't
you're
want
gonna have
to.
to do that.
I just don't want to, though.
And then that'll give me one of those. And then I've got... What am I going to spend here? I've got a lot of money. That's 5. That's 9. I really want to buy your Star Destroyer, but I can't. So I'll take Han. And then that is 4 of my money. And then I will take... Boba Fett's yours.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take this B-Wing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play 3 damage. And I'm going to do it to the C-Rot.
I don't want him to go away, though.
Yeah,
I don't
I'll
like
go back
that.
to your discard, which is nice.
But I don't want him to go away. Okay. I'm going to pop him down there. And that your turn?
It is.
That's not fun. Okay, I like that ability, though. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and pop off a little bit of damage at you. We don't have enough resources, though, to do the things I want, but that is what it is. With a TIE Fighter, which I don't mind. TIE Fighters are fun. Let's go ahead and buy the TIE Fighter for 1. We're going to generate the TIE Fighter, put it into my discard pile. We're going to go ahead and play this. We have a TIE Interceptor over there, which costs a lowly 3. I'm going to go ahead and use 2 strength to kill this guy over here. So he's going to exile 1 card from your hand or discard pile.
Okay,
So I'm going to exile my Imperial guy over there, my Imperial Shuttle. And then from there, a new card comes out. Let's see what it is. We have this 6-cost Grand Moff Tarkin over here. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit you with 2 damage to your Nebulon B Frigate, and that's going to be my turn.
All right.
I did not love that turn. It was not my best turn.
Having 2 Nebs is really kind
I
of
don't love
overpowered.
it. I don't love it at all.
It's pretty wild. So I'm going to take
But
basically...
they only repair from the base, not from the other...
No, I can't repair each other. So I'll take 6 and then 7 because the Force is still with me. And then 2 more from my shuttles. Oh, 3 more from my shuttles. Whoops. And then, this is an interesting card.
Okay.
Your opponent must choose. Either they discard 1 card from their hand, or this unit gains 2 attack. So, what you thinking? It's already got 5 attack.
I'll take the 2 attack.
Alright, and then I'm going to play a Rebel Trooper to make that a total of 9 attack.
That was a jerk move the way you hit that over there.
It was
That was a jerk move.
It was really, really mean.
Okay, I'm going to discard
completely
Lofel over here.
agree with you.
That's my first base. I'm going to start putting my destroyed bases up here. Just for
That's a good call.
a sense of just accomplishment, or lack of accomplishment, as the case
You
might be.
killed,
Your starting base.
which I think is...
The one that says starting base.
That would make sense.
Dantooine. It doesn't actually say starting base. It says Rebel Outpost.
It says start the game with this base in place, so it kind of says starting base.
Start and base. No starting. Okay.
I don't have that many cards out here I can even buy. Most of these are
I'm okay
yours.
with that.
I can't buy anything except for the Sea Rock.
Pity you didn't kill some of the cards on the table and you
Oh,
still
there's
focused on
a
that base.
Rebel Transport. I can take that. All right, what else is going to come out? Another Cruiser. I'm going to have to kill some of your stuff. That's all I can do.
Okay.
I have 5, but everything on the table is... Ooh, there's a Quarren that I can take.
Okay. I'm just thinking over here about how to approach this situation, because I don't like what you currently have. I do like that. Ooh. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, you're going to choose the Death Star.
I'm going to choose the Death Star.
I know what it does.
I'm going
not
to choose
good.
the Death Star. Death Star. Okay. We'll go ahead and play the Death Star. Death Star's going to come out, which is great, because that gives me 4 resources towards destroying your crazy resource pool.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go ahead and play 1 and 2 and 3 over here. That's going to be 4 total. And I'm going to use all those 4 to destroy this guy over here.
Yep. That works. You want the one that's not
The one
damaged,
that's not
I assume?
damaged. Yes, indeed. Because then I'm going to use the TIE Fighter and the Inquisitor to generate 3 damage, which kills this guy.
Nicely
And your
done.
bases are gone, which is finally exactly how it's meant to be.
Oh, no.
That's my turn. It's a final. It's a good turn. I'm happy with it. I feel like I've accomplished things. The Force is still with
Where's
you.
all my
but
money?
It's
I
gone.
had so much money. All right, so that's 2 attack. Lando lets me draw a card, and he's 3 attack and 3 resources. So I will take those 3 resources. 3 Alliance shuttles gives me 3 more resources. I still have a lot of resources. And then draw 1 card. 2 cards if the Millennium Falcon is in play, which
Millennium
is
Falcon's
not.
not in play.
So that's 1 more resource for that, and 2 more for Han. So I still have a ton of resources and nothing to spend them on, so I'm going to have to kill some stuff before I spend my money. Alright, so I can't kill your fighter. Oh, ooh. I'm going to use this guy
Okay.
to kill this TIE bomber here.
Okay.
That'll come down here. And then I'm going to use both Han and Lando together to kill Grand Moff Tarkin.
That seems obnoxious.
And the reward is 3 resources and 3 force power, but I am already all the way maxed out on force power.
Okay.
So, alright, I'm going to spend 4 to get Jin. And then 4 to get this Hawk.
No, don't forget, you could keep looking.
Yep, thank you. That's very good advice. And I think I'm done.
Okay. It's my turn.
I can't
Gonna
buy
be
anything else.
okay. Okay. So, I got resources, I got things, I got stuff I want to do, and you have nobody on this board for me to kill.
Very, very vulnerable right now.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play, I think we're just going to do this over here, that over there.
I will say, we shuffled, but there's just a lot of Imperial stuff out on the board.
I respect that. From the Galaxy Road to your hand, you must exile the cards in your
Oh,
turn.
no.
Jawas. There's Jawas.
The Jawas.
Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and play the following. So we're going to do this. We're going to play General Veer over here to deal 4 damage directly to your base.
Okay.
Because you have nothing on the board for me to kill. So that is what it is. We also have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 resources.
Whoa!
10 resources in play that I can use in different ways. And I think I'm going to start by using the first 6 from this guy down over here to pull this guy. Although the Star Destroyers are cool.
He goes to your hand, doesn't he?
Does he? Is that how it works?
I think the Jawa says to your hand.
Exile this card to purge a card from the Galaxy.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Nope,
Okay.
not bad. But my discard pile is about to be shuffled, so this is a good time. So we're going to grab this over here for that, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab the landing craft, which should be able to help for my other 4. We're going to grab that. The Jawas do have to be exiled, so we're going to move those from play, and then that's going to be my turn.
All right.
And now it's your turn. And I shuffle up everything that I just bought in a nice little pile of goodness.
I'm going to repair 2 damage from my base.
Seems reasonable. I don't like you, though.
Yep. I'm going to take that for being on the force. This is going to be an attack turn for me. So I'm going to play Bosk to take out the Gazanti.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
And then I'm going to play these 2 to do 5 damage to the Death Star.
Okay.
And then this will give me 3, and the next card that I buy will go straight to my top of my card pile here.
I still don't like that one.
It's a nice thing usually, but there's actually not that much out here that's good for me. I need a Trasher. Ooh, yeah. That Keldor Mystic is a Trasher, so that's perfect. Oh, then I'll go right to the top of my deck.
And this one's going to be my card again.
Man.
This really was shuffled.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it my turn already?
It is. That was a short one for me.
I'm going to go ahead and... Okay. We're going to play
Oh, I'm
this over
sorry.
here.
I did 5 damage to the Death Star.
That is
as
a
well.
big, relevant detail.
Yep.
Where's
that
the
was
5
those
damage?
guys.
Okay. 5 damage over here, which is great, because then I can actually use my card that says heal 3 damage. I think from there I should use some math over here. I currently have 1, 2 resources. That's not a lot of resources. I'm going to play TIE Fighter, which is going to be, go ahead and let me draw a card, because you have a capital ship in play, and I do have a capital ship in play. That's going to give me 1 card play, which still doesn't really give me a lot of resources. I could, at best, have that many resources this turn, which I don't love. I'm going to go ahead and play a Stormtrooper to go ahead and kill your Rebel Transport.
Yep.
And then from there, I still have to decide how many resources I actually have or want. So I've done my TIE Fighter. I've done my... No, I didn't do the TIE Fighter yet. I'm going to do TIE Fighter... Here, I'm going to do TIE Fighter damage to you as well. So 2 more damage to your base. Okay. And I still need to figure this out, because there's cards that I might want. The Death Trooper is not bad, but the Force is not with me. So do I really care? And the answer is no, I don't really care.
It's hard to get the Force with you because there's not very many of my things out there to kill. And that's one of the
Yeah.
ways that you get the Force with
But I
you.
like the Gazanti Cruiser. I like that flexibility. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll go ahead and discard the Inquisitor as my card that I'm discarding over here. I'm going to discard a card to repair 3 damage.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that. And then we'll go ahead and play the Imperial... Nope, I did that wrong way. I'm discarding this one and then keeping that.
Yep.
And then I'm keeping the Inquisitor, keeping the Shuttle, and keeping my 1 over here for a total of 3. And I'm going to use that to buy another Gazanti Cruiser because I love bases. And that is basically my turn.
Another TIE Fighter.
Yep. I like the TIE Fighters. You are really having a rough time of it.
Yeah. Alright, so exile this card to exile 1 card from your discard pile or hand. So I am just going to get rid of 1 of my... I'm not going to play that card. All those cards are great.
Or hand. Or hand.
Yeah, I have... Oh, you're right. You're right. I don't need this card right now.
And I assume, like most deck builders, your card only goes from your play area to discard at the end of the turn.
Yep.
So it has to be either an unused card, which is never fun.
So I'm going to play this to do 4 damage to the Sea Rock.
Okay, it's going to kill it.
Yep. And then the
damage
spill
carry over?
damage will go over 1 to
I
that.
don't like that.
Yep. And then I have 6 to spend. And is there anything I can buy? I've never run into this problem in this game before.
We shuffled this deck like 14 times, in case you're wondering, just for the record.
Yeah, I honestly can't. Maybe I should kill something on the board to make space for me to buy stuff, but I'm not going to be able to. I'm just going to lose the resources. Next time, I will kill something on the board.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start doing stuff. I can play... Oh, interesting. I can do that. I'm going to play the Landing Craft, which is going to give me 4 resources. I'm going to start collecting resources. I'm going to play the Imperial Shuttle, which will give me a resource. I'm going to play the Imperial Shuttle, which will give me a resource. And then the Imperial Shuttle, which will give me a resource.
Oh my god.
Then I'm going to go ahead and play Grand Moff Tarkin, which will give me 2 resources, 2
attack
damage,
and, 2
and the
force.
Force
Hey,
moves!
you have the Force!
The Force! Not really.
I mean,
close,
I don't
yeah.
have it anymore, at least.
Add an Empire card from the Galaxy row to your hand. You must exile that card at the end of your turn. So I get to take any one card, but it's being exiled. So I have to think through what gives me temporary buffs. Boba Fett I don't want to exile. Add a trooper from your discard. I was going to say, the AT&T. Add a trooper from your discard pile to your hand. Let me see what I have over here. Troopers.
That would melt an entire Nebulon.
Yeah, I don't mind that, actually. In fact, we're going to go ahead and take that. Okay, so I'm going to take the AT&T to my hand. Then I'm going to play it, which adds a trooper from my discard pile to my hand. So I'm going to play that. So now that gives me another 8 on top of these 2. Means I kill both Nebulons right off the bat.
No.
And then the AT&T is exiled, so that's gone. And I still have all this to spend.
Man, that was...
How defeating was that turn?
That was really close to actually just also taking Mon Cala. Like, that was a lot of damage.
Okay. I'm not done yet now. Now I get to spend, so we have to go ahead and see what cards we have over here. We have an X-Wing for you. An X-Wing.
I have a card!
And I have 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 to spend. 9 is a good number. I'd say it's a good round number, but it's actually just shy of a good round number. What does Boba Fett do? Because he got 5 and 5. When Boba Fett defeats a target in the Galaxy Road, draw a card. I like that.
That's pretty good.
But then can I combine with a nice 4? Discard a card from the Galaxy Row? I don't care, but I mean, I guess you have so few cards that actually might be beneficial to me.
Yeah, it's fine to kill.
I might do that. I might go ahead and take the AT and this one for 9 resources, and that's going to be oh, I forgot about things. It's too late. I'm not going to undo it.
I'm going to exile this unit to repair 4 damage to my base.
You know what I forgot about?
What'd you do?
I could have spent some of my resources to kill one of those and used Overflow. I could have probably done that twice.
You might be able to take the base
and take out Mon Cala. I could have done that. I could have taken down Mon Cala.
Well, I'm very glad that you didn't.
Just for the record, in case you're wondering whether there's any strategy to these games or whether it's all... Why am I shuffling? Why am I shuffling? These are...
They're the ones you just bought.
They're the ones I just bought, yeah. These aren't... I shouldn't shuffle these yet.
I'm going to play this, get 4 resources from it, then use it to exile itself to take that damage off. So I do get the resources from it still. And then I am just getting so many resources that I don't need, and I need more attack. I've got a total of 5 attack. I'm going to do all 5 to the Death Star because that thing is very hard to kill. It's got 16 health.
Yes, it does.
And I am going to spend... I have 9, so I will take... Oh, the Millennium Falcon. Didn't even see it. So that's 7 of it. I will take that. And
New
then
card comes out.
Lando lets me draw
we got
a
the
card.
snow speeders.
So I have 3 more damage I'm going to do to the Death Star. I'm getting closer.
That is not a fun amount of damage. That's 11 damage.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I already spent on the Millennium Falcon. And I have got 4 to spend, and I think taking that X... Ooh, there's a Blockade Runner. I'm going to take the Blockade Runner.
Okay.
And I'm out. Oh, I'm sorry. Draw 1 card for Han Solo.
I like it better when you're out.
It's just going to give me a resource, which isn't going to give me anything. So.
Okay.
I'll recycle the deck.
Time for some decisions over here.
Hey, there's stuff for you to kill.
Yeah, I need strength to kill things, so we're going to have to figure that out. Although I do have 4 strength, technically speaking, so that will give me 4 resources, which is certainly not bad. Actually, I have 6 strength that I can use. And there are a few cards I can kill. I can gain 3 resources, I can exile 1 card from your hand or discard pile. I do always love that. I do always love killing things. Exiling from my hand or discard. And I'm about to reshuffle, so I may as well at this point. So I think I'm going to go ahead and kill your Snowspeeder. And then I'm going to kill this. That's going to give me a collective 8. Sorry, that's all my damage done. And then I have 4 extra resources. So
I finally had stuff on the board, Alex.
No, I like it better this way. So my 4 resources plus 4 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1 is going to be a total of 6 resources. And I should not forget to exile a card. So let me just quickly do that. Imperial Shuttle gone. And then we're going to go ahead and figure out what to do with my 10 resources, and then whether or not I exile a card I like to do things.
I have a terrible hand.
My 10 resources can be put to good use with the TIE Interceptor, reveal the top card of the Galaxy deck. If it's an Empire card, draw a card. If it's an enemy card, discard it. Ooh, I do like that. I like the TIE Interceptor. It's another way of trying to keep you down a bit.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go ahead and grab a Star Destroyer and a TIE Interceptor for my strength over there. It's going to my discard pile. And then I think, reluctantly, I am going to go ahead and discard this, or exile it, to repair 4 damage, because I'm a drop worried. I really like that card.
Yeah, that's a good card. I use it the same way.
I know, but I don't like my guy being so close to death.
Alright, I get 3 resources from those terrible cards.
Okay.
1 resource from this terrible card. And 2 attack. Is there anything out there I can kill for 2?
You can kill me for 2. You can hurt me for 2.
I don't think I have anything I can attack.
You have the TIE Fighters you can hit for 1.
That's true, and it would have given me a resource, but I'm just going to take the X-Wing, so was not important.
Okay.
Another snow speeder.
Snow speeder. Snow speeder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 cards. I hope they're good cards because right about now, they're good cards. They're good cards. We're going to go ahead and play a Star Destroyer in play. That's going to start the conversation off with a good card. We're going to follow it up with a Gazanti Cruiser to discard a card from my hand to draw a card. We're going to go discard the Imperial Shuttle to go ahead and draw a card. And I went ahead and drew a card over here. This is discarded, not burnt. From there, we're going to go ahead and discard this over here. That's going to give me 3 resources total. And then we are going to discard these 2. Oh, have a capital ship in play, draw a card. So we're going to generate 2 of these and draw a card. Then we are going to go ahead and play a trooper, which is going to generate 2 more. But I also need to take from the Star Destroyer. So now we have all this in play. 4. So we have those. That's all that in play. We got these, which is the correct number of that. And then we're going to follow it up with General Keen, who if you have a trooper, which I do, then draw a card. So I get another 4. And then we draw a card, and we follow it up with another Gazanti Cruiser for another 2 resources. No. And fortunately for you, I cannot discard a card to draw a card, but that's my current lineup of defense in play.
Oh my gosh.
So my Death Star is feeling a little better. From there, we're going to go ahead and spend all of this stuff over here. Exile 1 card from your hand or discard pile. This is my discard pile. Yes, it is. I'm going to go ahead and kill that to go ahead and exile. How much damage does that need?
So the Sea-Rock is 3 and the Mon-Cala is 10.
Okay, cool.
But I mean, your Death Star will take care of
I know, that's the thing I'm going to do. So I'm going to kill this with 2 to be able to basically exile a card so I can weed my deck even further, putting out a new card. And then rather than spending my 5, I think I'm going to go ahead and use this 4 over here to kill your Sea-Rock, and then this 10 to kill your base.
Okay, yep. That's what I thought was happening.
Okay.
I did it a little earlier, and then I
and then I'm going to spend my remaining 1 to buy a TIE Fighter because they're not bad. And I have a bunch of capital ships. And that's going to be my turn.
Ooh, I like this card. Exile this capital ship to destroy a capital ship your opponent has in play. Or
that's
an
fun.
enemy capital ship.
Which one is that? The Hammerhead. Got it. That seems appropriate.
Yeah, it's very thematic. It's good. They did a good job on most of these cards.
We'll talk. I was going to say thoughts, but I'll save it for the end.
Yeah. I'm a little sad. The Millennium Falcon special is add a unique card unit from your discard pile to your hand. I don't have any in my discard pile right now.
It's fun.
It's still good. All right, you have to decide whether you want me to do. You have to discard a card, or this card becomes 7 damage.
This time around, I am comfortable discarding a card.
All right, so I have 7 damage out there right now, and now I have 12, and that's going to be 4. So I'm going to do, I'm going to take both of these out.
And then you have 2 remaining on this one?
12,
you said 12.
Yeah, 12, so I'll have 2 remaining on that one.
I don't like how quickly those died.
They died quick, but I mean, that should have been a massive turn for me.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't. So now I just need to buy something, and I only have 4, but I am going to take that Hammerhead, which is perfect.
Okay. Which brings it to my turn, which I'm going to have a mean turn. Okay, we're going to follow up with a TIE Fighter over here for 2 strength, and I'm going to put 2 over here and then draw a card because I have a capital ship in play. We're going to follow that up with a... Ooh, that's a decision I have to make. Okay. We're going to reveal the top card of the Galaxy deck. If it's an Empire card, draw a card, and otherwise discard it. It is not an Empire card, and it's not an enemy card. It's a neutral card, so that gets nothing. We're going to generate 3 damage from that. So that's going to be 5 so far. We're going to follow that up with... Ooh, that's fun. We're going to follow that up with another 4 damage. And that's going to be over here. So we got 9 damage all prepped to go. And discard a card from the Galaxy row. And I will discard... I'll discard that Y-Wing or the Rebel Transport. Let's discard the Rebel Transport. Okay.
2 Z95s.
And then we have 5. So I currently have 9. This is where you get a little lucky. So I have 5 more to generate. And when Boba Fett defeats a target in the Galaxy row, draw a card. Now, when it says when he defeats it, that means it has to be his damage?
His damage, yeah.
Okay. So the problem is there's not a lot to destroy over there. Do I get residual damage? Like if I kill this, do I, what's it called?
No, it doesn't spill.
It doesn't spill?
Nope.
Well, that's obnoxious. 1 card. So forget that. We're just going to dump that all in your head. So it's going to be all of that. That's
Does
14.
that kill me?
It's 14.
It's not enough. Throw it on there.
And then from there, I'm going to follow it up with 1 resource. Put these 2, so 2 plus 1 is 3 resources. Oh, wait, no. 1 second. Discard a card from your hand to draw a card.
Do not get something that does 2 damage. Ah! Man, I didn't even kill the Death Star. Luke would be ashamed.
Didn't even kill the Death Star.
I didn't even kill the Death Star.
I mean, Lord knows it's been done so many times, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That was it. That was 16 damage. Your 3rd base is destroyed, and that's the game.
Got me.
I
only
enjoyed
killed one
this.
of yours. only killed one.
Yeah, you got close.
Yeah,
That Star was close. I
It was
had
a weird board for a little while.
You had very few. You were like locked out of the board, which is fascinating. I'm curious how often that could happen. I mean, with 10 cards, I wouldn't think that would happen a lot.
It was a little bit of my own doing because I bought. So I had both those nebs, and I bought a lot of stuff.
And you
But I didn't attack you that much.
You also didn't attack cards on the board.
I should have attacked more cards on the board.
When you have like lack of a situation there.
Yep. No, I agree. I also my deck got really, really thick, and I really should have tried to prioritize a trasher of some kind.
I always try to trash. I only trashed a few in this particular game, but
yeah,
still, 1, 2, 3,
it was
4,
just
5,
way too
6. I think I put my troopers in that pile. But let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which means I have one card over here that I dumped over here, which has a stormtrooper somewhere on it. Here we go. 10. Got my cards. Alright, so, thoughts and opinions. First play, offhand, I'll say I like it, which is an easy conversation to have, because it's a deck-building game that has the aspects of Star Realms that I like. It has a theme that I enjoy, a universe I like. It has the killing cards in the card row, which is a system I've seen previously in the Power Rangers deck-building game, and I've enjoyed that there. And the sum of its parts is quick, clean, and elegant. I also wonder if I'd get bored of it.
Yeah.
I've gotten bored of Star Realms. I still enjoy it. I still have Star Realms. But like those types of deck builders, I find cardboard deck builders that are just like buy cards, hit the person, buy cards, hit the person. I enjoy them, but they also don't overly compel me as far as being amazing games. That said, I like them all. Like, I like this game. I want this game. I want there to be expansions for this game and to build out a ton of cards and interesting stuff and all those things. It doesn't have synergies the way like a game like Star Realms does. We have faction playing off each other. It has the force track, which I would have loved to see be significantly more impactful.
Yeah.
And that could be a card distribution thing. There's only one play under my belt, but I would have loved to see like this move a lot more and or affect a lot more cards.
So that's why I actually was hunting through the deck. I wanted to show you somehow some of the cards where the force really does matter. And like you're trying to like fight for that.
Darth Vader, while the force is with you, he gains an extra 4 attack. So it becomes a 10 attack card.
Which is like kill a planet.
That's insane. Well, I mean, he's Darth Vader after all.
He is Darth Vader.
But yeah, I like the system. I want to see more force implementation. Like I want to see like the force being a major part of this game.
Yep.
I don't like the idea. Like I want it to be cards that affect like I want a larger force track and then a track that measures like if you have this much or add this much, add this much to the card with this of your force. Like I think there's a lot you could lean in to make this even more unique. As it is, it's quick, it's clean, it does the job, and it's well presented. Yeah. So clean marks, good marks, but
yeah, and there's some you mentioned it like some cards I feel like do a really good job of like tying into their theme, like the Millennium Falcon finding a unique player from like that was great. But like the Gazanti should have something to do with a TIE fighter in my opinion, like because the Gazantis had like those little pylons that held to TIE fighters and
I'm
like all
those. I know that.
Yeah, obviously you knew that.
Yeah.
And so like there's just things like that I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. But honestly, there's a lot of cards that I appreciate it on. So I think they did it like halfway. Really good job on that.
I like it. I want to see a drop more from it. As it is, I enjoy it. Like it 100% falls in the category of I want to go out and purchase this. I also know myself, and I know that I haven't kept many of these deck building games.
Right. And
so it's not that they're not good. It's just that I need things to like really stand out for it to be a game that I pull off the shelf as opposed to a game that I enjoy. I enjoy this. I would never turn it down. As of right now, I don't know if it's doing enough for me to sit there and say, yes, this is the game I need over Star Realms.
So for me, I love Star Wars so much that this will never leave my collection.
It's a good implementation.
It's a very good implementation. It's a card game that I could teach in 10 minutes to someone who doesn't play games and like 3 minutes to someone who does play games. Yeah. And for that reason, that I would never. This will be with me forever.
Yeah, one of the things like you see this a lot with board games nowadays, but a lot of people are like obsessed, are upset or obsessed, depending which category you fall in, as far as the sheer number of IP games that are going on. Like we're sick of Marvel, sick of Star Wars. Stop throwing this license and everything. The flip side of that is, I think that it's nice that we live in a time where you can actually have good IP games on good systems that work. And some of them are, cash grabs that don't really add anything to the genre. Some of them are just, you have a million versions of, the something Rising series. Death Eater's Rising, Thor, whatever, I don't know, Thanos Rising. You have all these series which are just repeats. And even those are decent games, just slapped on IP. I think this is a good game, good use of art, good use of IP, does a good job. I want it to do more, personally, although I don't think it necessarily should do more because a lot of people are going to buy this game and they don't necessarily know board games.
Yeah, they just see that.
This is a good start to a system.
Yeah. For
me, if they could do some interesting things more with the system, this could be a keeper. As it is, I'm just happy it exists.
I'm also just really happy it's not like a CCG. Like, I didn't want a Star Wars CCG. I wanted
or
this.
LCG. They've already done that. They have too many. Yeah, I like it. I want to see more. if you're watching this fantasy flight, right?
Yeah, it's Fantasy Flight. Yep.
If you're watching this fantasy flight, can you make more of this stuff and do some fun and interesting things with the system? As it is, you're off to a good start.
Yeah.
That's it. Anyways,
Thanks for playing.
absolutely, this was fun.
It was a blast.
Until next time,
Well-
I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
I'm Austin Harrison from Robbie Studio.
And have a good one.